You think it's more? Okay.
That is a cute little tiny camcorder.
Yeah.
I have one kind of look
It's
at.
picking up everything you're saying now. All right, transition.
So,
And welcome to Sermonette. welcome to Sunrise Semester, and I'm your professor. Well, actually, this is Danielle, and my name is Kay Lazar, and welcome to the Gorgeous George Show. We're going to have a whale of a show. This is our special Election Day show. We won't be on Election Day, so we're doing it. We're getting a jump on all the other competition by doing it 6 days earlier. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel like I'm on that
Oh, yeah.
that political roller coaster being pulled up that really steep, slow.
Oh,
and
man.
It's going to go like
Whoosh! Whoosh!
down.
Yeah.
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 Or up.
Or-
When there are downs, there are ups. That's what roller coasters do.
I have a feeling that whoever loses is going to make a big fuss, and it's going to be brought, and they're going to say, in Ohio it's different, in Florida it's different. It's going to be just like 2000, the year 2000 all over again. That was before I was born. No, I was just in diapers in those days. But year 2000.
Year 2000.
2000.
In the year 2000, I was 8 years old in the 2nd grade.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
In the year 2000.
actually, yeah,
Yes, 2000.
I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I remember my school teacher was just so upset with the Pop Rocks and the Coca-Cola and all that stuff from the 2000s.
Sugar. I have a sugar rush and I'm ready to go.
Oh man,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Now, let's go. How was your Halloween? Let's get.
It was good. I went to a family-friendly celebration where there were happy children and happy adults, and we had a bonfire and we were roasting marshmallows. And
All right.
what's a better way to
I think
celebrate?
the trick-or-treaters are here.
What's a better way to celebrate the welcoming of autumn with marshmallows roasting on fire?
Oh, don't get George started about chestnuts and marshmallows on an open fire. Let me tell you, I went trick or treating with my nephews. I went to a lot of parties and everything, and I went as Prince. And but trouble was I didn't look like Prince. They said I looked like Bob Dylan. I had Bob Dylan's face. I found out, and I was dressed like Prince. I was wearing the same coat, which is beautiful coat for television. Anyway, I was wearing this coat and I was Prince. And trouble is, I looked like Bob Dylan's imitating Cotton Floss, the famous Mexican comedian. I actually grew a mustache and beard just for the weekend. And then I used the eyebrow pencil to color it all in. Now, there was a guy that got in trouble at a restaurant downtown for wearing blackface to a party. And he worked there. And he was trying to make a political statement, but as it turned out, he everything messed up. And I didn't, you read that, you say, oh, that's kind of crazy. Then you read who it was, and I don't know if say his name, but he's actually a guy I know.
Good thing you
And he
were
was-
nameless.
Yeah, well, I mean, his name is all over. You don't need my name. Need to And of course, all his friends who are also my friends have lists to say, oh, keep your chin up, all that stuff. But, I was Prince, and I did blackface the right way. I didn't wear it. I just used my own face and his costume.
that's a mask within itself.
And that's right.
Okay.
I did, but I was Bob. Someone said I was Bob Dylan just as a Prince, and Bob Dylan's in the news, won the Nobel Prize, and Prince in the news because he died. Oh, here comes trouble.
How we doing tonight? Dominance are forever, baby, and so is Gorgeous George.
Here's the host of our
Believe
show.
it or not. Kevin, we're going to crank some karaoke. You ready to do that right now?
Yes, you talk. Well, no, you talk to that young woman, and I'll get some. Yeah, I got some.
Give her your mic, and I'm going to take the big mic, and we're going to crank it. I want to do the double shot of Ronnie Millsap. Let's do it right now.
Well, first I have to find.
Yeah,
you talk to her first, and
All right, so Danielle, how you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good to see you again, and you weren't too afraid to come again for the show here for the second week.
I'm a warrior. I'm
You're a
fearless.
warrior.
Yes, yes.
So what have you learned from the Gorgeous George show? What have you learned from the first show?
Saying outrageous statements is a fine art.
Right, and what else?
Be fearless about the thought you have to express, even if it's offensive.
Okay. Well, I don't try to be offensive.
I know
mean,
you
people
don't
might
try to be offensive,
try to be,
but-
don't try to be offensive. I think I do very good at what we do. I think I've come a long way. I think at the years I've kind of mellowed out a little bit. All right, I want to kick it right
We
now.
have, there's no getting over me? Is that-
There's no getting over me, ladies. Let's do it right now. I'm going to put it up here so I can cheat on the screen here and do it right fast. We're going to do a little bit of this right here, and then we're going to get into some stuff. We got Bob Lynch in the house. He's going to promote his boy, Gary Johnson. We're going to do a little debate. I got a lot to say about the FBI investigation. Kevin, we need to put it right here so I can
I'm
see
trying
it.
to, I don't know how
Okay,
this
so-
thing, how this machine works here. Here
You
we
know
go.
how it works? You've had that computer forever, man. What's up with it?
All right, we're going, wait, you keep talking,
Okay,
Doug.
so then, I mean, now.
We also need a microphone.
You can be my muse. You can be my muse.
We also need a microphone.
Should I dance or something?
Yeah, you
Here.
want to do like the theatrical, yeah, use
I
my
borrow one of those mics so I can put it up here. So we can
Yeah,
hear
so
the
that's
music.
good, that'd be good. So just,
All right.
just focus it over here on me, and then we can go back and forth. And yeah, focus on me.
Whenever you're ready.
I was born ready.
On
Kevin.
prayer.
Kevin, I was born ready.
All right.
Let's
Here we
go.
go.
Let's go. Whoa, right here, right here. This right here. Right here. I'm looking
There
at
you
this
go.
right here.
Good. Sing.
I'll sing when it's right in the time. Well, you can walk out on me tonight if you think that it ain't feeling right. But darling, there ain't no getting over me. Well, you can say that you need to be free, but there ain't no place that I won't be. Now, sweet darling, there ain't no getting over me. I'll be the bill that you forgot to pay, and I'll be the dream that keeps you awake. I'll be that song on the radio, and I'll be the reason that you tell the boys hell no. Don't you know you can tell everyone that you're through, that we're through, and you might even believe it too. But darling, there ain't no getting over Gigi. No, darling, there ain't no getting over Gigi. Kevin, I want you to blow the horn. Can you blow the horn? Alright, blow the horn.
Play my,
Yeehaw!
play in the ear.
I'll be the face that you see in the crowd. I'll be the times that you cry out loud. I'll be that smile when there's no one around. I'll be the book that you just can't freaking put down. Woo! So you can walk out on me tonight. If you think that it ain't feeling right, but darling, there ain't no getting over me. You'll see, sweet darling, there ain't no getting over Gigi. No, 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 darling, there ain't no getting over me. You'll see, oh, no, no, darling. No, darling, there ain't no getting over Gigi. Ooh, darling, there ain't no getting over me. You see, sweet darling, there ain't no getting over me. All right, Kevin, we gotta get up. Yeah,
Oh, well,
I'm
whatever
sorry.
you want.
You got me hooked up on this.
All right.
Are you enjoying yourself? You're probably just bored to tears, aren't you?
It's okay.
Is there a song out there you
I'm
like?
a patient person.
You're patient, you're bored to tears? Okay.
No, I don't have to.
That's right, maybe bored to tears. Okay, well, let's do any day now.
Okay.
And the Avon bell rings. I tell these people, we do not want any, trick or treat was yesterday, and we do not want any sales calls coming in here. I've told these people when we're doing a show,
You just have
no
65
doorbells.
more days to wait.
Don't put your mic too close.
I just saw any day now.
don't put my mic too close to this? Okay, because it picks, okay.
That mic
Don't put that mic too close to that because it doesn't pick up.
drown you out.
It drowns me out. Did it drown me out?
Just don't put it too close.
Don't put it too close, Kevin.
All right. Well, I mean, we wouldn't hear it otherwise.
Well, you did use it drowns me out. Can't have it drown
Fool
me out.
if you think that we.
No, we're not doing that. We're doing anything now.
Well, we did it last
We
week.
didn't do the whole
I mean,
song.
yeah, I mean, that's fine. I just-
Ladies and gentlemen, now they're flipping the channel because they want to see me sing, and you're just making it, you're
Yeah, it's always my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault. Prologue. That's how that boils down to. So we
Any
gotta-
day now.
Any day now. That's right. Any day now. Okay,
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Gorgeous George show. So sit back, enjoy, because I am maybe what is causing all this. You okay? Okay. I got some tongues. Back to this. Any day now.
Yes. When's this?
I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. Oh, oh, any day now, I'll be all alone. Whoa, whoa, any day now, when your restless eyes meet someone new. Whoa, to my sad surprise, then the blue shadows will fall all over town. Whoa. Any day now, love will let me down. You won't be around. Hush! I know I shouldn't want to keep you if you don't want to stay. Until you're gone forever, I'll keep holding on for dear life, holding you this way, begging you to stay any day now. Where the clock strikes go, you'll call it off, and my tears will flow. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. Keep it at. Any day now, love will let me down. This is not supposed to be fun. Because you won't be around. Gavin, what are you doing? Listen, you got rheumatism? What's up? Sit back and enjoy it. This is my world. This is my show. Bob, hold tight. Got it. Okay, hold on. Oh, then the blue shadows will fall all over town. Whoa, any day now, I'll be fingering you, because that's what I want to do. Day now, you won't be around. Whoa. No, 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 no. Yes, you won't be around. Kevin, what's up on?
We're assembling the dance hall now.
I'll tell you what. and we're doing one more. I'm sorry, we're doing one more.
Okay, we'll do another one.
What do
you want to do now? We ran out of good songs.
Let's do the Monkeys and Daydream Believer. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, listen, if you guys out there are bored on TV, then by all means, flip the channel, please.
No.
This is my world.
You don't want to watch the World Series. You want to watch us.
What's going on in the World Series?
As a matter of fact, I just flew in from Ridley. Sorry, I'm late.
What's going on right now? 'Cause
Cubs just took the lead 2-1 in top of the fourth.
I was gonna actually bet on that. But
Yeah, they just took the lead.
Just took the lead, okay.
And the Indians are now getting ready to come off the bat.
Okay, well, it's
here we go.
It's a
I got
scoring
it.
game like I thought it was gonna be.
There we go.
There we go, what?
Daydream Believer.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
We've never done this song.
Oh, well, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hand in your pants and feel the warmth. Okay?
Yes.
Ladies, put your hands in your pants and strong.
Are we going to
I
start?
can't even hear this. Oh, I could hide beneath the wings of the green bird as she
He
sings.
meant to say bluebird.
I said bluebird. The six o'clock alarm would never ring. I said green bird because it's cash.
Ah!
But it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep off of my eyes. Out of my eyes. Be shaven razors cold and it stings. Salute up my penis. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming cock? You once thought of me as the white knight on its head. Now you know how happy I can be. And all good times start to end without that dollar once you spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a hard cock and a homecoming king? Cheer up, sleepy vibrator. Make me gone and jingle, and I want to stroke up to every word.
You should discover what fan fiction looks like.
This
Like
should
this?
be the Davy Jones tonight. If Davy Jones would see this show tonight,
Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming drag queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Ooh. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming Lazar, K-Lazar? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. You're rocking that camcorder. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a finger-licking good dream? Like, okay.
all right. Give it up for our main event tonight. Yes.
You one star search.
All right. I'm glad I won something. Kevin, Vince, I've been dialing you. I told you the other number was dead. Have you been calling me or what? I've been trying to get a hold of you, man. What's going on? I didn't hear a word.
I've been so busy.
You've been so busy?
But I did get your number.
Yeah, my number.
And
Yeah,
I got your new number.
Well,
I got his new number. So.
Well, the other number got disconnected for obvious reasons.
Yes. And your new number will remain anonymous.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be that for too long or not.
See,
This is the Gorgeous George Show. We got a lot coming on, a lot to do. I want to tantalize, and I want to make you jingle. I want to make you quiver and shiver in that special place. Don't tell your parents, because it's just you and me, baby. You're going to be tingling, and you're going to be, ooh, giddy, with liquefied fluids coming out of that certain space, certain spot. Woo! You need to hear it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Okay. Anyway, all right, so here we go. It's the election coming up here in next Tuesday. And that's 6 days ago we got? 6
Yes,
days
6
coming up here.
days.
6 days.
And you're hearing a
6 days.
lot of stuff going on here, a lot of BS. Kevin, you're walking right in front of the camera.
We're not
So, but you need, I'm recording that.
Yeah.
Right there is the camcorder, Kevin. Right there is the actual screen. Please know that camcorder is recording.
He's a
That will be
politician.
on first by tomorrow.
He's
If
a
you walk
politician.
in there, it's cutting us off. And Will, what's up? Everything good? Okay. All right, Bob.
When's the show start?
It's already here.
When's the rehearsal?
Yeah, tonight we got a true politician.
I'm trying to hear Angela. What's up? Oh, is it too loud?
Oh, sorry about that. There we go.
Okay. All right, so yeah, we gotta make sure everything is, systems go, we gotta make sure everything, the sound is coming out clean and,
Yes.
all that. Bob Lynch is in the house tonight. We'll get him in a second here. He wants to talk about his candidate. I said Gary Anderson, it's Gary Johnson, not Gary, he's correct, but whatever. It goes to show you how much I know. But anyway, he's gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna talk about a lot of BS that's going on tonight. I love the Clintons. You best believe I do. And I'm tired of all of this brouhaha about this, that, and the other. Back in the 90s, there was a lot of BS about Zippergate and Whitewater, and the Zippergate and Whitewater and all this other stuff. And, it gets to a certain point that when they talk about Bill Clinton being impeached, the man was not impeached, the man was censured. Oh no, he was impeached. It was in the paper that he was impeached. Bullshit.
Yes.
Bill Clinton was not impeached because to impeach someone, that means you have to be removed. Removed from office. He was censured. And I will argue that point. I will argue that point with anybody that wants to argue that point with me. I get sick and tired, and the FBI were talking about, well, the emails, okay. All right, then she had a email with Anthony Weiner's girlfriend, or wife, and correct me, wife. She had an email with Anthony Weiner's wife.
Wife, Noma Abedin.
Yes, and so therefore, okay, so, yes, okay, I mean, she used a private server. A lot of the emails got Weiner. Well, did you get Weiner? Okay, I don't want to know. So then basically, the Weiner,
It's hot dog.
Okay.
It's a German word.
So basically, the train of thought is going here. So basically, the situation was simply that there was a lot of brouhaha about all these emails, and these emails that were under the microscope, so to speak, and yeah, they were leaked out, but it was on a private server.
Classified information.
Private server.
Yes.
But this is what I'm saying. Look upon everything that, the Republicans love to take something and just keep on banging the hell out of it.
Blowing it out of proportion.
The Republicans are notorious, these freaking teabaggers and these right-wing, hillbillies that want to talk about hillbillies, that want to keep on banging something in the ground about Monica Lewinsky, and then Linda Tripp saying, oh, you better save that dress one day. It'll be a monumental, it'll be a very important thing for you to save that dress. We'll put it in this Smithsonian, put it in the Smithsonian Institute, that dress with comb and semen all over it. Well, you know what?
No, don't do that.
I don't care. I mean, you could put it in there, do whatever you want to do. The bottom line is, okay, he remained president. He served his full 2 terms, and he was highly popular, more popular in his 2nd term than he was his 1st term.
Huh, the irony.
More popular after all of that. And the thing about it is, the thing that made Bill Clinton, the best living day president, was the fact that he gave in. He conceded in some things, and he gave in some things that he didn't want to do. NAFTA was one thing that George Senior Bush was the one that orchestrated. George Bush Senior was the one that pulled the strings and orchestrated NAFTA. So let's get that straight. So he passed it under, Bill Clinton passed it and conceded for the Republicans, because that's what the Republicans wanted. Okay? That was a blemish. If you want to pick a blemish, that was the only blemish that I can think of in his presidency. And then, bombings, Somalia, and the pill, all that pill factory. Okay, the bottom line is, what the Democrats have done and what Bill Clinton did, and what Hillary said she was going to do, if we have any factions of war, that we do aerial attacks. We don't risk human casualty or having any more casualties with putting troops in the Middle East. You do aerial attacks first, and then the last resort, then I guess you have to risk human casualty, but you save that. You save that. You don't jump into that. I like you, man, to get too close to me.
What? I have to get the aurora of King George.
Okay, I appreciate that.
The madness of King George.
So anyway,
The madness of King
so
George.
I'm just saying for what it is, it's the truth. And now they're coming out here saying that the Clinton Foundation is accepting all this money. Bill Clinton is getting all this money for his public speaking. He deserves all that freaking money for his public speaking.
So do I.
Bill Clinton deserves, when he's getting in there, he deserves that money for public speaking. The Clinton Foundation has helped the Middle East, has helped Haiti, has helped Haiti in so many ways. So if they're going to get a kickback, then so be it. Donald Trump hasn't shown his tax returns. Now, wouldn't you think that's a little bit suspicious?
There aren't any.
Yes.
He hasn't shown his tax returns, Donald Trump, okay? I like that, mind you. I like Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump, mind you now. But he's beating the toad of the Republican Party. When the last surviving person, and Ted Cruz couldn't pull the trick, Ted Cruz couldn't pull it out, and they were upset about it. Oh, and we get Donald Trump. But then they eventually grabbed onto Donald Trump's extension, and they made him the heir apparent, the teabagger's heir of choice, the teabagger's man of decision, a man of to elect. I'm going to tell you something. Clinton stands for winner. Clinton stands for experience.
Yeah.
Clinton stands for
Clinton?
stands for money. And Clinton stands for the next 8 years as president of these United States. Once again, Trump, I like you, man. You destroyed the Republican Party, but it's Hillary's time. Hillary should have won it in 2008.
Yes.
But she didn't. Hillary should have won it in 2008. But Hillary is going to have 8 years, and Bill is going to be in the White House doing whoever he wants to do on the chandelier. He'll be in the chandelier in the Oval White House, having sex in the Oval White House, and a damn thing, woo, that you Republicans, woo, can't do about it.
Please save us all.
That's right.
There is a major problem though, and there's 35,000 emails. Okay, now this is 35,000 opportunities for the Republicans to just cripple Hillary's presidency throughout the next 4 years.
You know what?
And I mean, it's almost like she's Richard Nixon going into the presidency with already hampered by a Watergate scandal. At least Nixon was already there when he had his Watergate.
Hey, guys in the back, do we have a map of the United States? Wait, we put up here? Is there a map of the United
I don't
States?
doubt that Hillary will win. It's just that once she does win, it'll just be this. You think the Obama years was terrible?
Listen.
The way the Republicans are going to sharpen their teeth to a fine point.
Were you around in the 90s?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what happened in the 90s?
All
Were you around in the 90s?
Yeah, all that.
Do you remember what happened in the 90s?
I hated it.
No, censure.
Well, he wasn't removed from office. You're right.
It wasn't impeached.
Well, Andrew Johnson was impeached, and so was Clinton.
He was not impeached because impeached
Censure.
removes to remove from office. Andrew Johnson was removed. He was
He wasn't
censured.
Removed. Now Andrew Jackson
Censored.
was not removed from office.
You're right.
That I can tell you.
I know that. Yeah.
Okay, well, he was, I don't know. He was, he took the reign from Abe Lincoln. So he had a lot of big shoes to fill at Abe Lincoln.
I'm more
A big hat, too.
Big hat. If you want to say something, go ahead. Please do.
I'm more familiar with the term impeach over censure, but to censure means to end someone's power, but that person still physically remains
It's like
in the
the
office.
bad kid eats a boatload of candy. And
Ooh.
he's not supposed to eat candy. And the parents come home and said, "Hey, Melvin, you ate all that candy. We're going to palp your butt." So they take the strap and they palp his butt. And then he goes to his room for about maybe a few days.
Of course, Bill
a couple
loved it.
days. That's right.
So it's
Goes to the room for a couple days, but he's still part of the family, and Melvin still is able to be back and do what he wants to do and do whatever he wants to do.
So impeach means totally remove someone from office.
Yeah, what's going on?
They're out, they're
Being
out,
brought to
they're
trial.
back.
Yeah, well,
Censure
I will
means-
argue this point with anybody. I'm so passionate that I will argue this point with anybody. Hey,
Samuel
let's go.
Johnson.
We got Bob.
We got Bob here.
Bob's coming on.
Come on,
Here.
Bob.
5 minutes for Bob.
No, Bob,
In
come on in,
in
Bob.
5 minutes, we'll get Bob.
Oh, I thought you were 5 minutes.
I said in 5
Censure.
minutes, Kevin, you got to do the program.
Person's still in the house.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin,
Yes, I'm right here.
you got that purple jacket.
Yeah.
What's going on with that purple jacket?
Oh, it's the, you know, it's the best jacket I think I've ever seen.
Perfect.
And I had to buy
So
it.
good.
Bought it in New York. I couldn't find it in
You
Richmond.
bought it in New York? Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah. And I'm going to be playing the priest. I'm not going to be wearing this purple jacket. I'm going to be playing the priest at Green Gables this weekend.
Yeah.
Green
Elizabeth
Acres?
Davis. Yeah, and Anna Green Gables is a
Oh, I thought you
play.
were- I thought you
Anna
were-
Green Gables.
Yes, and I played
I thought
preacher.
you were going to be in Green Acres with Lady.
With John Lagabor.
John
Let me tell you, I play a preacher in it, but I play a nice preacher. I thought I was going to play a Jerry Falwell preacher, and I was going to tell everyone they're going to hell, and I'm trying to heal the sense of speech to a parrot that can't speak anymore, and all this stuff. But I'm not doing any of that.
Go with it.
Nice
Say,
try.
Kevin, go with this. Say that. We'll clean your ears. Say that.
Bad.
Heal that self. Heal the forms, and you're speaking your sign language. Say that. Devil, semen, devil, come out. Say yeah. Hallelujah.
I want to do that in the show. But I play like a nice preacher, so.
Okay.
Good.
Nice preacher.
You know what?
Preacher, good.
I tell you what. Babe Ruth had his chocolate bar.
He sure did.
Babe Ruth had the chocolate bar, and it's up there. And Dr. Vigoria's Semen has his bar. It's called Vigoria's Semen Bar for your pleasure. It sticks to your esophagus, and it's a very salty and flavored.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
salty flavored semen bar.
Oh, natural.
It's all natural.
All disgusting.
That's gonna be. Try it in your local grocery store. All right, Bob Lynch, come on up.
Hey, Bob.
Now, can I bring my props?
Bring your props.
All right.
Hey, come on, Bob. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Price is Right.
Come on.
I must apologize at first for not coming in a suit. I'm very intimidated by going against the gorgeous George. But they have more pockets in this.
Okay, all right, I'll tell you what, now, hey, what are we doing with the set here?
No, just Bob will sit down there. and we'll
Okay,
talk about it.
now remember the camera's over there, so don't walk in front of me.
Make the
Just kinda
lady
go
get
down.
out.
I'm gonna get over here,
Okay.
get over here, and then we can get over here.
All right, Bob. Yeah.
All right.
Bob Barker.
Okay, I'll put this on.
Bob, this is your,
Be careful with.
this is your microphone, Bob.
Okay.
Just a-
Bob, we can't hear you unless you put this on.
Oh,
Okay, all right. All right, remember 2004 when we did the Halloween show and Bob was here with Winnie Pace, and he was in the back of one show that he did. And not last week, but the week before last, you didn't see Bob, but he was doing the camera work in the presidential debate, which the presidential debate was hysterical. And now we have to say that Bob Lynch is back. Someone mistaken for Santa Claus. He's Santa Claus right now, but he is promoting his boy Gary Johnson.
See, you did it again.
well, I'm honored to be here though, George.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. So now, Bob, what is, Kevin, you're walking right in front of that camcorder again, man. The camcorder's right over there. Be careful.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the cameras, please. And then you're walking right in front of the camcorder again. You see it over there? Kevin, look over there. That's the camcorder. Don't walk in front of it, please. Okay. All right. So now, Bob, tell us what you are doing and tell us exactly what your mission is for these people out here to know about.
Well, I'm just here not to even try to get your vote for the candidate Gary Johnson, but as the candidate who has been ignored mostly in the press, not the corporate candidate who cannot afford to constantly put attack commercials on TV. I just was going to give you a few reasons possibly that you may consider voting for him, especially if you don't happen to like the other two. Because you know, if you go to 7-Eleven, you can get a Democrat or Republican cup, or you can pick the Libertarian cup, but you really have to kind of mass produce it yourself. But it exists. We exist, and so does the Libertarian philosophy, and Gary Johnson, I believe, is a fine candidate.
Compassionate conservative, right?
Yes, I would say that. I was socially socially liberal, fiscally conservative. And he is certainly not a Donald Trump, and he does have quite a few differences with Hillary. So if this is permissible to do it this style, very much, like I said, intimidated knowing I was going against an experienced debater like Gorgeous George, who also wears a better looking suit than I did have.
I got this out of the MC Hammer collection, so you know.
I thought I would just, rather than debate point by point, I would just go up, because I was listening to Colbert as I came here, and he was mentioning that it had been 1 year since he had taken over for David Letterman. So I said, why not present the top 10 reasons to vote for Gary Johnson? And I did make a crib sheet in case I froze up on camera and brought it to remind myself.
All right, well, let's hear the top 10 reasons to vote for Gary Johnson. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Well,
I did it on purpose.
reason number 10, and we've actually just kind of mentioned it, that he is a socially open-minded, fiscally conservative.
Socially open-minded and fiscally
He
conservative.
won't throw us in prison for victimless crimes, nor will he strip us of all our earned, hard-earned money.
Let me ask you this, so then if you're having oral sex with your significant other in the bedroom, he's not going to, the authorities won't come in and say, hey, you're under arrest for having oral sex with your significant other.
Not under his watch.
Okay. And you can blow bubbles and do whatever you want to do and do marijuana zones.
Yeah,
Well, marijuana's not,
yeah, well, we're going to bring that up. That's high on the list.
Okay.
Reason number 9, which is actually principle number 2 of his own book, 7 Principles of Good Government. When he makes a mistake, he's willing to own up to it and try to fix it. He says you can't rectify a mistake unless you admit to it.
You don't want to wreck. You don't want to wreck it. You don't rectify it. No, you want to make it right. Yeah.
That's true, but now reason number 8 gets better.
Okay.
Reason number 8 is age and health. Younger and physically fitter than either Hillary or Trump. And I mean, the man climbs mountains, including Mount Everest, bikes everywhere. When he came to Richmond, instead of a $100 plate dinner, it was $100 to go on a bike trip all around town with Gary.
Okay.
And so we know he's fitter physically than either one, and possibly mentally. But of course, that was hard to see because he didn't get a chance.
Is he good with the Rubik's Cube or maybe the chess or, you know?
Well, I mean, he knows how to run a business, but that's coming up later too. Thanks for
Okay,
the opening.
all right, so he's doing okay.
Reason number 7, he's running on his strength as a 2-term governor and successful businessman, not on hatred or fear tactics directed against his opponents.
What kind of business does he do?
He ran a construction company. He actually sold it. He started out as a handyman, working his way partway through college. He built it up to a...
Oh, he's a carpenter.
Well, that and sheetrock, and one time he was putting rocks in a driveway, and he had like an epiphany.
He was smoking some rocks, or was he?
Yes, he was making a driveway, or a walkway, you might call it, and he had sort of an epiphany. He says, you know what? I'm making good money doing this. This could be a business.
Okay.
So, now reason number 6, his actual record as a governor. He never raised taxes in 2 terms, yet left the state with a surplus of money, $1 billion, new roads, new bridges, new schools, new hospitals, and yet all his predecessors who kept raising taxes never able to do that. So he's actually a proven performer in government.
He's a perfect performer, so he does tricks too? Or?
Well, the biggest trick would be get equal time with these other 2 candidates, but he hasn't been able to do that yet.
Well, he doesn't like super dog tricks. He doesn't David Letterman, so roll over, play dead. And
you know, I've only talked to the man twice, and I haven't brought that up with him, but remind me to, and I will try to.
That's cool.
All right. Reason number 5. Now we can mention. He was also the first governor, we're still on reason number 4 here, to vote for legalizing marijuana in the country. Okay. Reason number 5, did we mention marijuana? Actually, he supports legalization nationwide, ending the war on drugs, which imprisons so many Americans unjustly, not to mention stripping us of our rights.
My motor skills are so slow right now, man, because I've been smoking some parsley, man. Wild parsley, man. Give me that bomb over here. Hey, we'll smell it over here. They used like the smell of the aroma in this room. Oh, guys, it smells like it. It smells like a bad smoke bomb. You know.
Thank God Gary would have you arrested.
Yeah, smoke bomb. Okay.
And
I've never done pot. I've never done drugs. I'm the most cleanest player in the book. I don't do drugs, and I cannot stand the smell of marijuana, even though I think it should be legal in all states. Okay, go ahead.
And I would say, just to give an example, because drugs affect all people, and so does the war on drugs, but I would say that Gary Johnson not only believes black lives matter, he believes black freedom matters too.
Okay.
Reason number 4, a highly popular governor at the time. He's still a highly popular. I actually did an informal poll among. You know, they don't always include him in the polls, but every time I meet someone from New Mexico that was there when he was governor, I say, what kind of governor was Gary Johnson? 13 people I've asked, 12 said he was a good governor, and 1 did not like him. So that's not a bad. But the interesting thing was he was elected as a libertarian leading Republican in a predominantly Democratic state, and yet they still re-elected by higher majority, and they still think well of him. So I think the reason I'm bringing this up is that he's the only one who's a good crossover and shows he could work with either party if he was elected. Reason number 3, now this one's going to really get your goat, but if there's reason number 2 you're going to like better. He's not Hillary. No hint of a scandal marred his 8 years as governor. In fact, he was known for his direct honesty and still is.
Right.
You don't see Gary Johnson avoided tough questions, even though he's fumbled a couple of them when he did get airtime. Also, he's not the corporate candidate,
Hillary's held her own.
which is why you don't see him much at all on news, and you certainly didn't see him in the debates. Okay, now reason number 2. He's not Trump.
The reason why you haven't seen him in the debates, because after the Ross Perot thing back in the 90s, it's now been centralized for the 2-party candidates. So they don't, I think, someone told me this. I'm repeating what someone told me. They don't
Oh yeah, maybe this is what I went to as Halloween, by the way. I had a ghost suit, and fortunately I was wise enough to put on a white face.
No blackface. You do blackface, I'll lock you up.
And this glows in the dark, but it's as you can probably see, it's a spirit of democracy slain by closed debates.
No.
Closed debates are not good for the voters. They're not performing any function of informing the voters of what their options are. So that in my mind, they are a failure and a disgrace.
We don't normally do phone calls, but we were doing something of another because, well, Vince knows what I'm talking about. Are we on for that? All right. Flash the number up on the screen because we'll see if we can get phone calls here. Yeah, flash the number on the screen. All right, not to stop you. What you're doing there.
Reason number 2, he's not Trump. He favors intelligent immigration reform, doesn't believe in building a wall. But if he did, he would do it without having to hire illegal Mexican labor as he built his own company. By the way, Trump, who's always talking about illegal aliens, hired a bunch of them in many of his businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
And as I mentioned before, and we've already brought that up, he started the business from scratch. He did not inherit wealth. He did not get corporate support. And he supports policies based on tolerance and common sense, not hatred and fear. Reason number 2. And are we ready for the number 1 reason? Drum roll here, please.
Can't wait.
Number 1 reason to vote for Gary Johnson is, did I mention marijuana? No, I just kidding. That was number 5. If we keep voting for Republicans and Democrats, even if we don't think they are the best candidates out there, we encourage them to keep running candidates like that. We encourage more of the same. If they feel they can just run anyone and still get our vote, they will. Also, that makes him perhaps the only candidate that can be a winner, even if he's not elected. If he gets 10% of the vote in some states, and actually less in some of the others, the Libertarians can be on the ballot far easier and earlier in the next election, which should also encourage other third parties because it shows them it can be done. If you like Hillary or even Trump, and you actually think they are the best candidate, then by all means vote for them. But if you are voting simply because you think one is worse than the other, then consider voting for Johnson, the candidate least likely to involve us in war at home or abroad or at home.
Right.
The candidate for peace.
Let me ask you. Okay. Let me ask you a question. What did you think of Bernie Sanders?
I thought Bernie's an honest guy, was making an honest attempt. I don't agree. As a libertarian, I like less government, so I don't agree with some of his ideas. I don't think you could pay for education totally free in this country. Right. But I believe he should be been given his chance. I disagree with his statement to vote for Hillary because I felt as a Democrat he had to say that. I would far rather see him run as an independent.
Yeah, that would have hurt low. Trump would have won that. Trump would win. And this is the point I'm trying to make. I appreciate everything you say, everything you do. And, you know, that allows you to come on because thank you. But here's the situation.
Hi, Bob.
With Ross Perot and what he did in the 90s, everybody say what he took away from Bush. No, that's not correct. Ross Perot, if you remember, got out of the race. So he was centered upon Clinton and Senior Bush. So Perot did not take away votes away from Bush because at the time he was advised to get out. Of course, his VP, Scottsdale, remember that debate he had? Scottsdale said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know my name. What am I doing? What's my name? You remember that? I don't know what I'm doing. What's my name? You remember that?
What's my name?
The thing about
James Scottsdale.
the thing about this is, the bottom line is, that the parties have not, they're not mainstream parties. The Democrat and Republican are, you know, I guess you go back, way back when, I guess you called them the Confederate, I'm trying to broaden my history here. Back in the days, the Democrats were called the Confederalists.
No, there were the Democrat Republicans, that was the Thomas Jefferson Party.
Well,
And
Jefferson-
Republicans would be now, were then the Federalists.
The Federalists,
Johnny-
I know that, but I thought the
George
Democrats
Washington.
were the Confederalists.
No, they were the
Jeffersonians were the start.
Okay.
they were the Republican Democrats, they were called.
What I'm trying to make
Yes.
is, you go back and root of history with our former presidents of the forefathers and the presidents, the founders, president, whatever. But the problem is, though, that the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, and all these parties have not come to the same running as the two main parties. The main thing is, by having a third party candidate, they're not taken seriously. And if the people, they're a good party, like I said about Bernie Sanders, he would have taken a lot of votes away from Hillary. And of course, people who can't stand Trump would win. Same thing could fall on price maybe with Gary Johnson. He'd take away votes from Trump and then maybe Hillary wins, or vice versa, vice. The point I'm trying to make is simply that he doesn't have a chance to win the election for what it is right now. He doesn't have a chance. Look at it upon what it is, reality. Until the third party and the fourth party gets the same kind of, until the parties build up, and like in Britain when they have 4 different parties running for Congress or running for the parliament, when they have 4 different parties that are running, we're going to always be with just 2 parties. Now, yes, you get you have that third option, but it's not taken seriously, and it takes away from a valuable person that's running.
That's a good,
Yeah, but
that's a good
former
point, but
politicians.
let's say 2 words in answer to that.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln. How many people were running in that election?
Stephen Douglas.
Well, okay.
No, and for the actual presidential election, how many people were on the ballot?
I think there were 3, right?
4.
4, because one was a Whig party.
There was Whigs, there was John Bell, there was a split of the Democratic Party, the John Bell, but I can't remember the other one's name right at the moment, but I think Breckinridge ran from Kentucky.
Okay.
But he may have been running for vice, but I do know there were 4 candidates, so a split of vote. Most Americans today, now I may go with George Washington still as our best, but most Americans when polled, and we all trust these polls, right, say Abraham Lincoln was the very best president, and he was elected on a split vote. So sometimes maybe it's time to change the formula. Yes, you're right, the 2-party system is a formula. But again, I brought up a point about candidates who are not really as simulating as some of the others we've run. If they are, and some people think, as you made a good point, that Gary may take votes from Trump. There are gun right people that won't vote for Hillary, that maybe don't like Trump's policy on immigration, might vote for Gary Johnson. There are liberal people who want marijuana legalized who would never vote for Trump, might vote for Gary. We don't know where his votes come from, but we do know that half of Americans identify themselves as independents these days. They should have a place to vote if they're not happy with the
All right, then what needs to happen then, in your modest explanation then, in your modest call, what do you think needs to happen then for the independent party, for the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, whatever you want to call it, for that independent party to be in the same, I mean, what do you think it needs to happen?
Bring back the Whig party.
Several things, and in the long run, this is the answer for the long run, not for this election. This election, it's already that we've got a candidate on the ballot in all 50 states, and we've run in maybe our strongest candidate ever, a 2-time governor. So all I'm saying is, if you actually think he is the best candidate, vote for him. Now, in the future, for them to be more successful, they have to get him debates, and that is letting somebody like the League of Women Voters, who were gonna let third parties in the debates in the first place, let them run it, because the what is it called, the bilateral commission?
Well,
The
yeah,
bilateral?
but something is.
The back commission is not, is not, how do you say it? It's, I'm sorry, I'm losing my thought here. It is not nonpartisan, it's bipartisan. It is set up to only support the two-party system candidates.
I remember, and I don't had a conversation with someone, I don't know who it was. They told me basically the conversation was that it's not allowed to have a that third party cannot be in a debate. I'm gonna press the button. I haven't done this in a long time, so just.
How's this machine work?
Bottom right. All right, you're on, okay, so that's the whole idea that, hold on, caller, if you would. That's the bottom line with that, because you think for what it is that third party can't be in the debates for some reason. I forgot what was told to me about this, that they said that they cannot be a part of the debate, only the two parties could be.
It's an artificial requirement, not a legal one.
Okay. All right, you're on the air.
Hey, George, let me go ahead and talk with you what I'm talking about. How about them Cowboys? I know you were.
Oh, come on!
Reggie!
Cowboy Reggie?
How about them Cowboys,
Are you kidding me? Cowboy Reggie
I know, yeah, that's right.
Are you kidding me?
But you know what, I tell this man right here, it's gonna happen. I told the people in the back it was gonna happen.
This big money's out of here. Yeah, come on now. The bottom line is that both candidates, they're flawed. Both candidates are a joke. And no matter who's there, the Goldenberg group and Hildenberg group, and you don't know who they are, you need to do some research. You know what I'm saying? That the Gildenbergs, they're running things. And the bottom line, they're talking what you were talking about. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? I tell this man that, I tell the people back there, how about them Cowboys? I can't say.
Cowboy Reggie is actually a Redskins fan.
Yes, look, he knows better than that, okay? Matter of fact, Reggie, if you want to come on next week, you can school this guy back here. Come on next week, you can school him back here. Come on down here, we'll talk to you. It's a long time, are you still, I've been doing shows on CLM too,
Yes, sir.
Have you caught my radio shows on CLM?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, yeah. I don't know what Preston is doing right now. I think Preston is taking a hiatus.
We still doing big things. You know how we roll.
Well, yeah, so I've been telling Preston to get me back on. I don't know what's going on, so, but, well.
Everything will work itself out. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, anyway, so Reggie, who are you voting for?
Hey, the bottom line is right now, I'm not going to vote for Trump because he's not qualified.
Right.
When you have half the Republican Party and couldn't have the general saying this guy's going to sit with Colin Powell and Dr. Connie Rice comes out and says something, and then we talked about half of the people like John McCain, they put us on this. I mean, there's some other people. You got George Wells, somebody's ultimate conservative.
Yeah. Well, Reggie, what I love, and I like Donald. I've said this before, I like Donald. He took the Republican Party and he stirred it up by the roots under, and he made the Republican Party even more of a laughing stock with those teabaggers and those right-wing conservatives. Those teabaggers teabag, and now he's the one that they want to teabag. They want to teabag Trump now. At first it was, at first it was Ted Cruz, right? Now they gave in and they want to teabag Donald Trump. But guess what? That ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Bottom line is, I like Trump. I like Trump's bravado. But guess what? You got the Clinton. You got the Clinton, Miss Clinton, and you know what? Miss Clinton is more qualified to be a president. Be president of the United States.
As a third party candidate, he was a closer, but the bottom line is big money runs in. I'm not don't get your name on the ballot, you don't get your name in the state, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So dream on, brother. It's not going to happen. Maybe in 5 years, 20 years, it might have a third party, but not happening right now because big money rules. My man, take care. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? All right, Reggie. Reggie, thank you very much.
They got big money.
Yes.
Yeah, cheated in overtime.
How about them Cowboys? All right, 1 minute to go. Hey, damn, we want to do more. I wanted to say more. And
1 minute.
1 minute.
Cowboy Reggie knows, and for a lot of people who don't know Cowboy Reggie, he calls into the regular Richmond radio sports program.
One Mona Lisa. One Lily Tower Pizza.
Cowboys cheated.
Hey, hold on. One Mona Lisa. One Lily Tower Pizza. Get my head in here.
You would have loved the pumpkins.
This is Gorgeous George in effect. I am what's causing all this. Diamonds are forever, baby. And so is Gorgeous George. Believe it or not.
Go forth and sin no more.
Cowboys cheated over
Go
the
Hillary Clinton!
Words
Go Hillary Clinton!
You
And
sure
go
would.
Cowboys!
Cowboys
And
cheated.
go Bill Clinton! George is George said so.
Woo! Whatever your face.
There we go.
David Letterman tonight.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Cowboy Reggie. Yeah, that one did. Cowboy Reggie.
Cowboy Reggie, yeah. Now I know the show will go down here.
That's funny.
All right, Joe.
Wait a minute.
More time.
Get a picture. Wait, stay up there.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, great.
Oh, everybody stay up, stay
I
up,
feel
stay
like
up.
I should know you from somewhere.
Oh, we're still on?
Yeah, we're gonna take a
Well,
picture.
hold on a second. I gotta turn the
Wait a
camera.
minute. Stay down. Sit down. Sit
Hold on,
down.
hold on.
Get a picture, everybody.
to turn it off?
No, I got it.
I'll give you a chair, the lady has to
Get
stand
a
up.
picture.
That's okay, don't worry.
Oh, you
What the hell happened here?
Look at showbiz, you look there from that.
I